I was so confident, and then reality hit me in the face. You can literally see where I started from. Like I had, gap tooth, glasses, little nerd, didn't know how to fight, didn't know how to, do anything. But I just worked. I don't think many, if any, can train the way I do, because it's ludicrous, man. The way I train, it's not normal. I started from zero, zero subscribers, didn't have hardly $1 to my name. I feel like I'm not being respected as the person I am. Oh man, I thought you only just did the outline. Oh fuck, yeah.
Very blessed, yeah?
Yep.
Cool. Feeling good?
Yeah, man, I'm feeling calm.
Excited?
Yeah, buzzing.
The start's always the worst part, because you're just nervous, but once you feel it, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Sweet. So let's get the show on the road. There you are. How's that feel?
It's actually calm.
Yeah?
Nah, it's honestly, I've experienced so much pain in camp, bro.
Yeah.
So much pain in boxing camp. This is so calm.
How long do you normally have your boxing camps for?
It's about 8, 9, 10 weeks.
Oh.
Yeah.
And that's 7 days a week? Or?
Literally twice a day, 7 times. I mean, with Shoot Fighters, the gym that I've, train at, we do a lot of sparring. That's the best way to prepare. And I spar some fucking strong ass dudes as well, man. And that's why whenever I fight people, they're they never really want to engage, because first of all, I hit hard. Secondly, it's just a lot. It's a lot to deal with. The idea of, well, yeah, you can feel the energy, but the idea of someone in front of me has nothing to lose, is doesn't care, and is just happy to try and knock you out. And even if you try to hit them, they don't care. They're just gonna take damage, give you more damage, and that is just a scary thought. But that's just how I fight.
Do you feel within yourself you could beat most people now? Do you feel that proper confidence?
Bro, it's kind of weird, but I honestly feel at the end of camp I could fight anyone and give it a good fucking go. Yeah, whether it's Canelo, whether it's Bivol, whether it's Beterbiev, anyone. I just feel I'm just on a different level. But that's just the training. Obviously, I know, in reality, I fight these guys, technically they're just way better than me, and they know how to beat me. They'll be able to use, my pure strength and aggression and everything against me, and then just break me down and eventually make me go, fuck. But I just feel especially in the influencer scene, whether it's Tommy, whether it's Gib, whether it's just anyone in the space, I don't know, I just feel I can beat anyone. And that's why I thought it's so funny when people were like, oh man, Salt Pappy would destroy you. And I'm just like, no, you guys don't understand, man. I don't think you understand how hard I train. But obviously people aren't gonna understand because they don't see anything. But there's a reason for that, because if I showed people how I trained, no one would wanna fucking fight me, man. They'll be like, how the fuck is he able to train this hard and also still do Sidemen and do all these other things, and then train again like a madman? So,
do you feel two-part question, do you feel other influencers in the scene train like you do? And if they don't, do you feel they struggle with the intensity that you do every day?
I don't think many, if any, can train the way I do, because it's ludicrous, man. And I tell people the way I train, it's not normal, and you should try it. And people tried it for a few days and gone, fuck this, it's just long. So bro, imagine doing this for a camp. Yeah, I mean, yeah, maybe some people might survive week 1, maybe some people survive week 2, but then are you able to survive 8 weeks of that? Yeah, and people just go, yeah, I'm good. And it's all about how much you want it. And for me, I've got the money, I've got the fame, I've got, all of that stuff, but I mean, that's why I'm getting it tattooed on my back. Legacy, man. That's the most important thing to me. Like, that's why I do everything, because I started from zero. You know, 0 subscribers. Didn't have hardly $1 to my name. You know, all my parents were in debt trying to get me to go to uni, and obviously that never happened. But you know, I made sure I worked hard to make something of my life, and now, you know, I'm a prime example of, no matter who you are, you know, you can be talentless, whatever, you can have nothing, you know, no way to get in to the industry or the scene, etc. But if you just work hard and just want it, you can literally do anything in this world.
Because being around you, I feel like I've heard you talk more about legacy in the past year or so. Do you feel like you've always had that legacy in the back of your mind, or has it become like a recent thing? And if so, like, why?
I think for me, I definitely had different goals, you know, in my life. So, you know, one of the goals are like, okay, I want to make a certain amount of money just so I can, you know, have the YouTube thing as a job. So I don't have to work anywhere else. I can just do YouTube as my job. And then I reached that goal, and then I was like, oh, okay, I want to be able to go into certain places, or, you know, I feel like I'm not being respected as the person I am. Like, as a YouTuber, I'm there, like, you know, I feel like I'm working just as hard as a lot of these mainstream people, if not harder, because I have to be the director, the editor, the, you know, content creator. You know, I have to make the ideas, and then I have to, you know, post it, and then be, you know, the thumbnails and all of that. I have to like, there's a lot I need to do, and I felt like being a YouTuber was really just being disrespected. Like, the idea of being a YouTuber, no one would give you your props. So then I was like, all right, cool. How can I get my props? All right, okay, mainstream. I need to do mainstream stuff. So I was like, what do I enjoy doing? Music. And I was like, all right, I'm just gonna go hard and just smash music, and that's what I did. Then the boxing came. That was a bit of an accident, but I enjoyed it because it made me feel good, and the fitness and all of that. And so I just focused hard on that and just got better and better. And then, yeah, things just, you know, one thing led to another. And I think, yeah, recently I've got to a point where, you know, I've had a load of goals and I've reached those goals. I need to create a goal that can't be reached. And I feel like legacy is a goal that you can't ever like be like, oh yeah, I've got legacy now.
Yeah, you can't be present in it.
Yeah, it's more like it's an unachievable goal, but it makes me constantly strive to be the best person I can be.
When you think about legacy, what do you want? What is it you want your legacy to be? Like, if you could pin it down to a few things.
So, I mean, I think just my existence is part of it. So I want, you know, kids or young adults to look at me and go, man, you know, this KSI guy, he started with 0 subscribers. He didn't have a helping hand. He just worked hard and, you know, did all the grafting and grinding to get to where he is now. And, you know, he wasn't talented. He just, you know, you could see where I came from. Yeah, I didn't know how to sing. I didn't know how to box. I didn't know how to do any of these things, but I just worked towards it. And now I'm at that point where I'm at now. And I want people to look at that and go, yeah, you know what? If he can do it, I can do it. So I want people to be inspired by that. And yeah, I just want to also just help the people, you know, help the world as much as I can. So I'm there like, okay, if I have all this money, like, what do I want to do with it? And it's like, why not just help as many people as I can? So it's just, it's, you know, I feel like I need to just give back because it just makes sense. Like, it's just, I feel like, yeah, it's just, I'm happy. Like, I reached, money-wise, I reached a point years ago where I was more than happy. So now it's like, okay, let me figure myself out, you know, mentally. I made sure I figured myself out mentally, was like, okay, to the point where it's now like mentally I'm good, physically I'm good, you know, money-wise I'm good, everything's good. So it's like, now that I know I'm happy, I can make other people happy.
Without revealing too much, like, say you're in the future, you've got billions. What is your plan to help? Because I can imagine having that responsibility of having
yeah,
that.
yeah, what
Just
what
like,
to do.
yo, like,
Yeah.
I've actually got too much to even spend. What can I do that's gonna make impact?
I think for me, like, I've been telling my manager Mams that I've wanted to create a charity like for so long, and I want it to be a charity that's just see-through, so you can literally go on like the website and just see everything that where all the money goes and everything and all of that. But you know, I don't want it to be a thing where people donate. I think it's just one of the things where I just do my own thing and people can see what I do, you know, just to help out whenever I can. So like, I feel like just helping people in poverty is like a good place. Like, you know, doesn't matter the race, just anyone who's in poverty, just helping people out. And then, you know, obviously the less fortunate, you know, minorities, and then just work my way up to just everyone I can. And, you know, it's one of the things where money is definitely it gives you the ability to do a lot in this world. So any way I can just help out is probably how I see it.
Yeah. But when you said about, when I asked you about like going to that next level, you mentioned music. So like, do you feel like music did like, what's the word? Kind of like made things go up like in an exponential way. Like, do you feel like it changed everything?
Yeah. Definitely was just night and day. Like instantly, I got that respect, and if anything, it pissed me off. Well, because of how hard I worked doing YouTube, and then with music, like it just like personally for me, I just don't think music is as hard as YouTube. Some people might say otherwise, but for me, like I felt like it was a lot easier to, you know, make a song that I know will do well compared to making YouTube videos that would do well. So, like, instantly, you know, as soon as I was able to get like a couple top tens, instantly people were respecting me in the industry and stuff like that, and they were like, "Oh, KSI" and all this, and I was just like, "Come on, man!" But yeah, I've been working so hard, but it is what it is. I guess it's because it's something people understand. It's like with music, it's like, yeah, we can understand. If you do well in music, then you're certified.
I think YouTube's becoming more respected now. And even more so, to be honest, it's switching out to streamers. Streamers are more respected.
Yeah. Oh, man, I feel like a lot of these kids just wouldn't understand like how things were like 10 years ago, for example. Like now it's just, I feel like it's so much easier for everyone to just come on to like Twitch or I mean, Rumble, Kick. There's so many avenues for you to jump on to stream, or, you know, TikTok as well, another avenue for you to like get some sort of notoriety. You know, obviously YouTube. There's, you know, like even Instagram. There's, you know, Instagram, Threads, Twitter, etc. There's just so many avenues. Whereas back in the day, it was hardly anything, and you just had to. I remember I would post videos on forums, like FIFA forums, just trying to, you know, get some views. Yeah, just get people to look at my stuff. And then I just had to try and just improve my content and make it more entertaining, and then just build from nothing to something. Yeah.
So going back to the whole YouTube thing, when was that eureka moment when you thought, you know what, I can make something from this, when you got the pressure from your parents to obviously go uni and do all that kind of stuff?
I think for me, the big moment was when I was starting getting paid.
Yeah.
That was just it. When I was getting paid for doing something I enjoyed doing and I was having fun, I was like, this is crazy. Because I remember my parents were like, oh, you'll never make money playing games and all this and that. So for, you know, the fact that I was able to make money playing games, I was like, this is mind-blowing. This is crazy. What?
In an era as well where it wasn't normal.
Where it just was not a thing. It
Yeah.
just wasn't a thing. It was the weirdest thing. Like, this is like the first time ever.
So now you hear it.
Yeah, now it's just normal. Yeah. Like people get paid and all you do is stream, you playing games. It's like, oh yeah, it's like bless. But back then it's like, what? People watch you play games? What?
if you were doing YouTube, like you said, like it's harder because YouTube, being a YouTuber wasn't respected. It was like you had a bit of a negative connotation. So like when you and your content as well was just mad.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Did you used to get a lot of stick at school? People think you're weird and like people think things and say.
Yeah, no, in school it was a little weird. A lot of people were like, "Why are you doing this random thing? Why are you posting stuff on the internet?" But during the time I was at school, I wasn't really posting my face too much. Yeah, so I remember the first time I got recognized was when I was at a Watford game. Don't remember what game it was, but I was in the Watford stadium, and some guy just came up to me while I was with my friends, and they were like, "Oh, are you KSI?" So this was like near the point where I started showing my face, and I remember it freaked me out because I was like, "Yo, how do you know who I am?" Like, what the hell? Like, because normally I'm so used to just everyone being behind the screen or just being letters and numbers. So to actually have someone real come up to me, I was like, "Yo, this is weird."
How do you find it when people do approach you? Like,
What now?
yeah, because
I'm like.
does it put you on edge or?
No. I'm just.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, first of all, I always know I can always protect myself.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
physically.
You've done the
but
training
like,
now.
But
So.
then if, let's say, if someone tried jumping me and like there's too many people, I know I'm just fit enough to just outrun most people. Yeah. And Steve, yeah, I've got security and all this and that. But like a lot of time, just having fans come up to me, I'm just like, I understand, I get it. It's for them, this is probably like a once in a lifetime. They might not ever see me again. So to be able to like see me and take a photo with me, it's like a big moment. And it's like, yeah, cool, let's go, let's do it. And so it's like me, if I was to see, I don't know, I'm trying to think of someone that when I was younger, well, someone like Dwayne Johnson. I was, like me meeting him, I was like, oh fuck, like it's Dwayne Johnson, yeah. But like,
because you interviewed him?
Yeah, years ago. So then to be on the other side, it's like, okay, yeah, like we are all just normal humans.
If anybody would you say in this life that you have the most admiration for their work or their art? So if you can think anyone that you have the most admiration for what they do or their art or whatever.
I mean, I feel like there's probably a load of people. Yeah, like a lot of people I respect. When in terms of, I was gonna say YouTubers, but like Childish Gambino did post a lot of YouTube videos before he went on to do Community. Yeah, he posted. I'm not gonna remember the trio. He was in the trio. Where you post YouTube videos. Yeah, with these two other guys. And yeah, it was just hilarious. I remember I used to always watch them. Musicians, people like, who do I want to say? I would say like Central C. I love his work ethic, man. I think he works very, very hard, and he's just consistent. And he's not on the hype way. Posts a song and goes, okay, it was a hit, I'm gonna take a break. He's like, no, we're gonna keep going, keep doing the madness, and just. I love that. Dave is also another guy that I fucking respect a lot. And, he's just, he's being able to adapt through the different, music phases. I think that's really sick to see. Skepta, he's been around for time and he's done so well. Jamie, but yeah, Tyler Creator is another one. That's, again, because I feel like there's a lot of artists who just want to just stay in their lane and never want to branch out, whereas Tyler Creator is just happy to just try shit. I think for me, I like people who don't just stick to just one thing. Yeah, what's the phrase? Jack of all trades, master of none, but most of the time better than the master of one. And because a lot of people just think Jack of all trades, master of none, and then they leave it at that. But a lot of time, man, the Jack of all trades is the person that does bits in life. So yeah, you shouldn't ever be afraid to branch out.
I think going off the back of that, I feel like you do so many crazy things, and I feel like your life is so mad to the point where you experience like beautiful things often.
Yeah.
How do you like still find things exciting? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, do you struggle to find things
things that I find exciting is like FPL, Fantasy Football League. I find that so exciting. I'm like, I can't wait for the next season. Like, yeah, to see how well I do against my friends, like stuff like that. Or I hope I can, you know, get into Masters in Overwatch. Just like, or just the little things now. It's, whereas before it used to be like, oh, I need to be able to get this type of house, or I need to have this much money, or da-da-da. Whereas now it's just like, I just appreciate, you know, just making like my parents happy, or or just, you know, doing something cool for my bro, or buying them a cool gift, or buying my mates cool gifts for their birthday, etc. So
that's what keeps you grounded, I guess, isn't it? And that's what you need when you're around so much.
Honestly, the best advice is just live life, which is so shit, but like, honestly, like, just don't be afraid to take risks in life, man. Just, you've got one life, so just always go for it. Even when you're like, oh, I don't want to do this, or I'm scared, just be like, nah, fuck it, bro. I'm gonna do this. And you know, even if you fall flat on your face, at least you fucking tried. You know what I mean? And the journey of you, like, at least attempting it is like, is cool in itself, and that's a story in itself, rather than having no story of being like, yeah, I didn't even do anything. Yeah, I didn't even try. I just stayed in this lane.
What was your first ever tattoo? How old were you, and what's the story behind it?
First ever tattoo was literally, how many hours? I think it was about 6 hours, and it was knowledge, strength, and integrity.
You got all of them done?
All in one go, 2017, yeah. So this is when I was having my like blackout session, where I just like left social media, left YouTube, left everything, and I was just trying to figure myself out. And just, I was kind of sick of just having to make content for everything. And I was kind of making content for my audience rather than making content for me. So I kind of just went off the rails a little. And that was like my thing, where I just tattooed knowledge, strength, and integrity. Yeah, just did it. And then I got this XIX when I was in Bath, when I was with my girlfriend. And it was a random thing. I was like, oh yeah, me and Ethan, let's fucking do it. Yeah. So he got his like a while ago, and then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it as well. And then
What was the influence in your household like growing up with tattoos? Was it like?
It just wasn't a thing. Yeah, it just. I mean, it wasn't even talked about. Like, I think the idea of even getting a tattoo was never. My parents never thought I'd ever get one, or I guess they wouldn't be keen, essentially, because, you know, Christian household, you know, black Christians, it's just, no, That's why I have to make sure every tattoo I have has meaning, so that, you know, I can explain what every part of what I've got on my body, you know, means.
I feel like you do so many things all the time, and I said to you, like, do you not have days when you just can't be bothered? Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Bro,
like,
of course.
How do you handle that? Like, what's your advice for people that go through that?
Well, I mean, first of all, if you can't be asked sometimes, it's okay. Like, there's days where I just can't be asked, and then I just don't do anything, and it's quite nice. It's quite nice to just have a day where I just don't have to do anything. But then, you know, I make sure it's not like all the time. And you know, let's say if I'm in camp and I'm training and there's days when I can't be asked, I just mentally tell myself, in the end, it will all be worth it. And that's just how I always get through it. Like, even when in camp times get super tough, I always tell myself, you know, legacy, in the end, it will all be worth it. You know, pain comes before success. You know, you've got to suffer a little to get meaningful success. Like, imagine if you were born and everything was just handed to you. It'd be so boring, man. Like, you know, you kind of need there to be struggle for you to go, you know what, I fucking worked hard for this, and now, you know, I finally got it, and now it just means so much to me.
I think, you're right. Like, pain provides you with gratitude. Because you can't be grateful for something if you don't know any different.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think gratitude is the most important thing, man. Okay, so what is do you know what Mount Rushmore is?
Mount Rushmore?
Yeah.
Is it the mountains with 4 faces on it?
Yeah, so what's your Mount Rushmore? There's so many things that I could do because you do music boxing. What's your Mount Rushmore of YouTubers?
Mount Rushmore of YouTube.
So the four you. Okay.
Okay.
You can either base it on what you like or what you think are the goats, and you can't be on there, by the way. So do goats of YouTube, Mount Rushmore. What's yours?
Yeah, I mean, this is personal, but I guess for me, I'd say Hutch, C Nanas, Zerka or Josh, and who did I say was the GOAT?
Not PewDiePie.
I was thinking like, should I say PewDiePie? But like a lot of the people I've mentioned, they're kind of just like OGs. Obviously Josh is Josh, but they were the reason why I was able to get into YouTube, and they were like the founders of the whole scene. Right, Hutch, C Nanas, I mean, I guess Zergriz, and I'll put Zerka in there. But I could change Zergriz with... No, I'll say Zergriz.
Would you not? Obviously, this doesn't influence you, but Mr. Beast would be in there.
Yeah, no, obviously, like, but then that's the thing, like, I'd...
Change the whole...
Yeah, so I would have, like... So that's, like, for me. Okay. And then in GOATs, another section of GOATs, so another 4. I'll be like PewDiePie, Mr. Beast, and then... you know, I'd put Moist Critical, and because I'm trying to think of people who've been in the game for so long, but able to like, well, with Logan, he kind of came through the Vine era. Yeah. So like he was like another section. Yeah. Like so he wasn't there from like 2008, 2009. So I'm trying to think of people who start from then, and Philip DeFranco. Yeah, like people who are still going, and and influence and did the madness. Yeah.
So do you feel like you'd be on either of those Rushmores?
Nah. No. I think for me, I'm just in my own random ass box. Because like there's no one you can really compare me to. If that makes sense. Like who boxes and also does music and also does YouTube. It's like, but like to the level that I was able to, you know, the level I'm at.
Do you feel like once you beat Jake, or if it even happens, but once you like, what's to happen then? Would you be done with it?
After Jake, yeah, I think it's done. But then that's the thing. Like, let's say I fight Tommy, and Jake is still being a pussy, then the chance of me fighting someone like, imagine Conor McGregor, could be another thing, and then that would be fucking crazy. And I know Jake has always wanted to fight Conor McGregor. He always mentions Conor McGregor, so it's like again another way to get him without directly doing it. So
here's one. Who do you feel like you and Jake could ever be friends?
No.
Cool.
No, not like me and Logan, man.
Yeah.
Nah.
What's your relationship like with Logan now? That's what I was going to ask next.
He's actually pretty blessed, man. Yeah, it's pretty calm. It's just like boys. We just talk about, you know, just normal stuff. Yeah, just, you know, he recently proposed to his girlfriend. Yeah, and just, you know, I kind of knew it was going to happen, but, you know, I just didn't say anything. Yeah, and obviously when it happened, just congratulated him. And yeah, it was just, you know, talk about how well Prime's doing. And
does it annoy you when people resell Prime for bare expensive?
I mean, it's just is what it is now. Like, people are gonna just do stuff. I mean, same with the Sidemen charity match. People have resold those. Like, we've sold it for like what, £8, and people reselling it for like 100 and something. It's sad, but yeah, like people are always gonna just kind of like piracy. People are always gonna find a way to, you know, do something, or make money, or do something that they shouldn't be doing. It's just, so you just gotta just go with it and just be like, all right, whatever.
Okay, so do you feel like you need to keep succeeding to keep the hype of Prime going? Does that pressure?
I think maybe partly. Yeah, but I think I put that pressure on myself because I like putting pressure on myself because it makes me perform better. So yeah, you know, I'm gonna say yes. You know, the more successful I am, the better Prime will do. That's how I see it, yeah. Well, that's why I know, like, when I fight Tommy, there's the pressure of, like, yeah, you know, everything's on the line, da-da-da-da-da. And I know, cool, I know what to do. I'm going to fuck him up, yeah. Yeah, bro, I want to KO Tommy Fury. I want, like, I fully believe I can do it. And I want to show the world that I can do it.
With your fist.
With my fist. With my fucking fist.
How did you feel in the moment when you started realizing that people were saying about the elbow? How did you feel? I don't know if you spoke about this shit or not.
The first time I realized was when I was walking down the ramp and I was talking to, who is it? Slim and Dean the Great. And they were like, yeah, nice KO, but I think it was an elbow, bro. And I was like, what? An elbow? No, I hit him with my fist. Like, I'm sure of it. Obviously, you know, adrenaline in the moment, you're not gonna know. But at the moment I was there like, I'm so sure I fucking hit him with my fist. And then I saw the replay backstage and I was like, fuck, man. I probably look like a dickhead now because everyone saw me, you know, on TV or on the zone being like, yeah, man, I didn't hit my elbow, I hit my fist, you know, I destroyed him because I was there like, what's this elbow talk? Like, I don't get it. Then I saw it, I was like, oh, fuck's sake, man. And it kind of put a little downer on the whole thing. Because I was like, bro, I worked so hard, and then for everyone to just go, oh, it was an elbow, yeah, it doesn't count, blah, 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 blah. So that's why I was like, whatever, it's a no contest, it is what it is.
Has that made you more hungry now to get back in the ring and just do more damage kind of thing?
I think I'm always just hungry anyway. Like, I'm just hungry now that I get to fight someone that everyone thinks I'm going to lose to. Whereas before, it's always just been like, yeah, Jay's just gonna win. Yeah, with this fight, Jay's just gonna win. It's like, all right, finally, give me a fight where everyone thinks, oh, actually, Jay might fucking lose this. And I'm like, cool. And then when I do the unthinkable, everyone's like, oh, fuck. Yeah.
I feel like that's when you'd be more proud and more excited.
Yeah, man. And the thing is, because I saw how Jake was fighting Tommy, and I was like, bro, I could just do so much better. I could just do so much more. Like, I just want it more, bro. I'm just so much more hungry than these guys. And I like with Jake, it's for him, it's all just money. It's all about how much money can I make. I just want to make money. For me, I'm like, I want to make moments. I want to, you know, I want to be that guy that everyone goes, you know what? Anything he puts his mind to, he can fucking do it. And I think that's just sick. Yeah. And I tell my audience they can do the exact same. And obviously a lot of people go, yeah, whatever. But I'm there like, bro, you can literally see where I started from. Like, I had, you know, gap tooth, glasses, little nerd, didn't know how to fight, didn't know how to, you know, do anything. But I just worked and just grinded. And yeah, man, I failed several times. But yeah, I made it work eventually. And now look at me. Yeah.
What letter are you on, VJ?
I've done pretty much nearly all of it now.
You ain't moved once.
I know, yeah.
Literally, just sitting there like it's not even happening.
Oh shit. Fuck. Wait, Ron, that was. Oh man, I thought you only just did the outline. Oh fuck, yeah.
It's little tiny bits.
Holy shit, let's go. Fuck, you said 5 hours.
No, but that's what I mean. You're sitting so well, so we're just flying for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just don't put it in.
Jeez.
Might get choited into more clients from now on.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy KSI. I just got inked by Vivid Ink. Thank you very much, boss. See you lot in a bit. Take care. Peace.